Fine.
So, we've taken the rolls of film out of the enlarger, and if we remember, these are now negatives. So these are the inverted image from what you photographed. It's really important that you switch off the dryer. I know I've said it once. It's really important that you've done the washing up down at the sink, that it's gone into a tray and they're drying for the next people. You will need to get a negative carrier, which is one of these from your teacher, and these are to host the negatives in them. You want to cut them in sections, alright, of 7 5s 35. So if you find an image that doesn't work somewhere on your negative, it's completely overexposed, underexposed, you'll need to cut that one out because there's 36 images on here. I know, just the way these are made. So you'll cut these with a sharp scissors through the center line. You'll see the gaps between each of the images. Do it on a dry, dust-free surface, not like here. One that I've made earlier, so that's what it looks like. That's what you're going to be using. So from this point on, you've got to imagine that the white light is off and we're only on safe light. You will need to remember from doing photograms that photographic paper is reactive to white light and not the red light. So white light's gone, red light only. On your enlarger, you'll need to come over and you'll need to set your time to 5 seconds. This is just like doing a test strip, and we've done this already for the photograms. So we've got our 5 seconds. Your paddle needs to be near enough up to the top. You can go to the top if you want. And what you're aiming to do is when you press the focus button, you're aiming that in the darkness you will see white light being shining down across here. Because light is coming down now, we can't see it because it's so bright. Your aperture, which now if you remember from using your cameras, a 4.5 is a small number which is a large aperture hole, which lets lots of light down. If I change that, it decreases the light. We'll go for the quickest one, which is lots of light coming down at 4.5. If this area, the base plate, isn't full of white light, you need to adjust the wheels on either side. So the bellow for focusing will adjust the light for you. Once you've got that set up, switch your light off focus, so no light is coming down. You'll then go and get your photographic paper, which you only open when it's in red light, and you'll take a section of it out. So you'll just take a section of it out. Don't waste the paper, alright? It's expensive per sheet, so you only want a piece that size. Cut the rest on the guillotine, put it back into the bag. This is for our test strip. We put it down, we put the negatives over, and beforehand you'll need to make sure you've got a piece of safety glass that's clean and that you've got a piece of card, some type of card that's going to block out the light. You're going to do a test strip of 5 seconds per section. So without moving the glass or the negatives at this point, you press run. We'll go for 5 seconds. Then we'll do it again. So that means that this section has had a 10-second exposure. Double check that the timer doesn't reset to 9.9. You'll do that all the way down along. Lift it up. You can actually see that the white light is affecting this paper, and then you will go and develop. So remember, the trays have rearranged, but red is always for developing. So you'll develop that. Then you will wash for 30 seconds. So develop for 2-3 minutes, wash for 30 seconds, and fix for 3 minutes, and then wash for 5 minutes. Please remember to wash for 5 minutes. Too many people in the last section were putting from the fixer into the dryer without washing for long enough, and those prints, those beautiful prints that you've made, will fall apart. So what have we got? When we've done that, we will end up with a test strip. And what you're looking for, if the sections of 5 seconds, you're looking for when it kind of disappears. So mine doesn't really disappear. The negative holes, the perforated edges, need to be just about visible. Mine's quite grey. You want it to disappear completely. Once you've calculated your time, so I've calculated that it was 45 seconds. You'll set your timer for 45 seconds. You'll get a full-size piece of photographic paper and you'll put it underneath. We know that this area is full of white light, so that's fine when we're exposing. We'll put the glass frame down. Because of the size, some of the edges you lose some of the images, but as long as you can get most of them. You will then do your run button, 45 seconds, develop, and what you'll end up with, if by magic, is one of these after you've developed and dried it. And this is our contact sheet. So we've got the negative number, we've got the film type, so it says our ISO 400, and we can see some really well exposed images. We see overexposed images here, and we see slightly underexposed images here, but a good collection on there. Once you've got that, you'll have a one-to-one with your tutor, and we'll pick the images. You're working as a group, so a collective review, so you can print as many as you want. So one person might print 5 or 6 at one time, because everybody likes it. Talk amongst your group and see which ones you're going to do. And then the next video is going to be how to actually get a proper white border on your print, how to set and focus these images. Remembering that chemistry is going to be in the center, so it's about communication when you're in the darkroom. Don't push people, right? Work with them, and the washing and drying gets done at the end. Thank you.